Uh-huh.
What about the position that it's okay to invest in stocks because you're taking a risk?
Yeah, my Shaykh Muhammad Ahmed Shaybani, who was one of my teachers, he just didn't like. He didn't give any opinions about stock because he was just bothered by them. I think the problem with stocks is that the vast majority of companies that you're investing in are doing a lot of haram stuff, right? And your money has to be pure. There's Muslims that do a lot of stuff. Just because they're Muslims, that doesn't mean a whole lot to me, personally. Muslim financing houses, Muslim insurance company, Muslim baseball, Muslim football, Muslim liquor stores. There's Muslim liquor store. We've got most of the liquor stores in San Francisco are run by, a lot of them are run by quote unquote Muslims. And you go, don't go into these places, but on the cash register they'll have an ayah of Quran, هذا من فضل ربي or something, Yeah, you see it. A lot, yeah. And it's interesting that they go to a lot of times the areas where there's a lot of minorities and things like that, which they are replacing. It's interesting, but traditionally that was what the Jewish role in this country. Right? In this country, the Jews would often go into ghetto areas, and they would open stores and do these things. And this is where a lot of the animosity of the host community towards the Jews came from. It's because they would see them as parasitical. They're living off our community and they're not contributing to the community. And this is exactly how the Muslims are being viewed now in a lot of the minority communities, really, which is really sad because there's just a lot of anger towards the communities. And I think it's justifiable anger, what are you doing going in as a Muslim? What are you doing going in and providing liquor for people who the liquor is literally being used to oppress them? You can go into Oakland, and every third store is a liquor store. You can get, it's easier for children there to get liquor than it is to get vegetables or milk in a lot. Seriously, it's unbelievable. And Muslims are participating in that. A'udhu billah. Their ancestors brought light to the places they went to. Really, the Yemeni merchants, the Arabian merchants, the Indian merchants. They went around and they brought Islam to people. And these people, they're just, and they're dark. You look at them; they have no light in their faces. They're just dark people, And there was a mosque, I know, a place that was built, and it was built, these guys all had liquor stores, selling pornographic magazines and liquor. And then they're at the mosque. Building a mosque on that type of money. And arguing about... I saw a guy come into to a halal grocery store to buy halal meat, and somebody told me he had a restaurant. And I knew where the restaurant was, and I wanted to find out if the meat was halal, because I thought, there was a place I could take my family or something like that. And I asked him, he said, no, the meat's not halal. And I said, well, why don't you provide meat? And he said, because we only use one part of the meat, and when we use so much, it'd be really hard. We haven't found providers. And then he said, and anyway, I don't think it would change the Muslim business that much because, we sell alcohol. And I'm thinking, what's this guy doing buying halal meat? And this is a type of real... you're dealing with some very, very psychotic conditions here, right? Because here's somebody so disconnected from reality. The source of his income is haram. And he's worried about the meat he's eating, whether it was dhabiha or not. It's just very odd. Muslims really strange sometimes.
He has his mother living with him, and she says it has to be halal meat or whatever he's doing.
That's a nice way of looking at it.
Musta'man. What are the laws for Musta'man?
Musta'man is they follow the agreements of the conditions that they came into the country. What the host country, they put stipulations on you when you come in. And you tell them, I'm going to abide by your laws. And they've trusted you. And that trust is binding because you're a Muslim. And a Muslim doesn't betray trust, even to a non-Muslim. You know.
If your king's an illegal alien, it's okay.
Alhamdulillah.